And welcome everybody here to Heath High School, and a happy new year to you. Jeremy Bryant, got Chris Curtis, our longtime producer, helping us behind the scenes, and Trevor Webb as well will join us. We are moments away from Royse City, the Lady Bulldogs and the Heath Lady Hawks, on this first district game after the new year. And these are two teams that are really desperately could use a district win. Tonight, the Heath Lady Hawks, coached by Chris Anderson, come in with no wins, 2 losses in district play. They are 11-12 on the season. They've lost 3 straight games, 5 of the last 6. But the good news is they're full strength. They got everybody back. They've had some players out. While for Royse City, they've been hot this year. 19 wins, 6 losses for Royse City. But the Lady Bulldogs have lost 2 out of 3 games in district play. They are 1-2 in district action. And so these two teams last year played twice, of course, and they split those 2 games. So Royse City and Heath play tonight. They play in 2 weeks over in Royse City. Last year, the home team won each time. Tonight's broadcast here on the Rockwall ISD Sports Network is presented by Alliance Bank, cheering on the Lady Hawks on the court and in life. Whether you need personal or business banking, come experience hometown service with Big Bank Solutions. Visit alliancebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And also our broadcast is brought to you in part by Griffin Heat Shield, a proud supporter of Rockwall ISD Athletics. Visit their website at Griffin Heat Shield for more information. This is a Heath Lady Hawks team. Their last district game before Christmas, they only scored 23 points in a 34-23 loss at North Forney, their lowest scoring game of the year. And Coach Anderson talked to him before the game, said they blocked a lot of our shots. We did not shoot well, which that happens a lot of times after Christmas break. Players get some time off and a little rusty coming back to action. But he said tonight his three starting guards have got to shoot well. They have to shoot well from three-point range. They win tonight over a good Royse City team who's going for their 20th win of the season. And for Royse City, they've lost the Rockwall, they've lost the Tyler Legacy, both home losses, and their only district win was on the road against Forney, a 45-31 win on December 16th. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off, as we are moments away. It's Lady Hawks basketball on this Tuesday night. Stay with us on the Rockwall ISD Sports Network.
For those with an independent spirit, there's a bank as independent as you. For buying a home, for building a business, for getting snacks at the game. We've been serving North Texas since 1875. Because we're more than a bank. We're your bank for life. American National Bank of Texas.
I'm Zach Riddle with Riddle Brothers Roofing and Construction. We're proud to be your local roofing experts right here in Rockwall. Whether it's storm damage or roof replacement or just making sure your home is protected, we bring quality craftsmanship and a commitment to doing things the right way. We're also proud supporters of the Rockwall Heath Hawks this season because building strong roofs and building a strong community go hand in hand. From our family to yours, go Hawks!
I'm Erin Neal, the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. I am passionate about serving the local community and the surrounding areas. My goal is to take the hassle out of buying insurance. I want to educate you on what you're buying and help you make an informed decision. Whether it's personal or commercial insurance, my team and I will be here every step of the way to make sure you are getting the satisfaction you need and the coverage you deserve. My promise to you is that we will never hard sell you insurance, use slick sales techniques, or pressure you into making a decision that you're not comfortable with. Call us today at 972-285-0381 to find the best coverage to fit your need. My commitment is to give you unparalleled service, and remember, Hamby helps.
Our national anthem here from Heath High School. Lady Hawks basketball tonight. Jeremy Bryant, and now joined by Trevor Webb, who has, man, you're looking very suave, by the way, tonight. Very Heath Lady Hawk colors. I love it.
Yes, it's my jacket. I got a red jacket. I got on some gray pants. No, not quite the black that Heath Hawks are used to wearing, but I try to represent tonight.
Yeah, so glad to have Trevor here with us. Got stuck in that traffic on I-30, but hey, we all made it, and then we are glad you're here. And got a good matchup tonight, Trevor. Before you got here, I was talking about Coach Anderson, saying, you know, their lack of size is it's one of the smaller teams maybe Coach Anderson's ever had, and they kind of live and die by the three, and they need to have a good shooting night tonight against a good Royse City team.
Yes, that's one of the ways they got to win here. Yes, I completely agree with you. That's one of the ways that every team has got to win tonight. Heath has a very high motor, high effort team. I agree with you.
All right, well, let's get to the starting lineups here tonight. Put you on the spot there, my bad. The Lady Hawks tonight, their starting backcourt, it'd be Krista Daughtry, 5'1", guard in the backcourt, as Daughtry gets the start, along with Brooklyn Alice, a 5'5" shooting guard. At forward, Jada Williams. She's a 5'10" senior forward. At guard, Ayla Watson kind of plays that guard forward. Ayla, 5'6" forward for Heath. And then Jenna Alice, who's only 5'4", but she plays really the 5 on this lineup. Again, a small lineup with Alice, Watson, Williams, Brooklyn Alice, and then Krista Daughtry, head coach Chris Anderson. For Royse City tonight, it's going to be Chloe Bradley, a 5'3" sophomore guard. Leighton Blackman, a 5'5" sophomore shooting guard tonight. Then you also have Addison Jacobs. She's a freshman starting for Royse City, along with Olivia Wanton, 5'8" power forward. And finally, it's Lauren Gilbert starting at junior, 5'7". So really, both teams are a small lineup. So honestly, look at these two matchups, really kind of an even matchup as far as size goes. Heath in the white jerseys, Royse City in the black, and we are underway tonight. Glad to have you with us. Here's a quick pass inside. There's a great way to start off the game. A good pass from Williams, the basket by Brooklyn Alice.
Yes, that was we got a full court press going on right here as well. He's trying to put the pressure on Royse City early, and they got a turnover.
Yeah, that was one thing Coach Anderson was saying. Trevor says, you know, we got to counter our lack of size, and we have to press full court, man to man. Our only chance is really to speed things up and create some turnovers, create some baskets. But now both teams are going to look like at least start off with a full court press. Daughtry weaves her way into the front court. And now this is where you got to see Heath in the half court set, try to go set things up. Down the baseline, in trouble, Ayla Watson. Daughtry resets. It's like a Royse City going with a man-to-man defense. Nobody's open right now. Got to create something. They try to go inside. That ball knocked from behind. A steal by Royse City. It's Bradley to lead the Lady Bulldogs.
It was a great play there on the defense from Royse City's side. Let's see if they can do something with that.
Royse City being very patient. Their head coach, Jordan Chavez, her second year, is a rainbow three, and it goes for the Lady Bulldogs. That is Olivia Wanton.
It was a great shot there, just decided to spot up. She felt that she had enough space and just let it go.
So Wanton knocks down the three. Now got a foul in Royse City here right in front of the scorers table below us. Ayla Watson fouled on a reach-in.
It's the first foul of the game committed.
A lot of folks still filing in. Daughtry dribbles left-hand side of the arc, picks it up. Jada Williams, and there's a reach-in foul again in Royse City. Leighton Blackman. And I can say right now, you can tell Royse City's trying to be very aggressive with their guards on that ball pressure.
Yes, even in the backcourt as they try to make that transition up to the front court. Let's see if they can play some good on-ball defense here. Commit no more fouls.
And there's a travel on Watson. Took one too many steps, and the Lady Hawks turn the ball over.
That aggressive defense paid off that time.
We talk about the Lady Hawks have to shoot well, but Coach Chris Anderson said of all the keys, he thought the number one key we have to win the rebound battle. Again, we talk about the lack of size, but Royse City is about the same size as this Heath team. So who can rebound well tonight, especially on those long shots from the perimeter? Here's Gilbert over now, another three. This time it won't go for Wanton, but an offensive rebound by Royse City's Addison Jacobs, one of a freshman starting for the Lady Bulldogs. Inside, that one off the front rim on a hook shot by Gilbert. Watson, a one-handed pass down to Williams, who missed the layup inside for Jada Williams.
There's a good effort there, just trying to get a very near steal here.
Well, Heath scored their first possession of the game, have not scored since, so about a 2-minute, 15-second scoring drought. A little Euro step there by Wanton, missed it on the underhanded scoop. Even off a miss, Royse City with the full court pressure.
There's great pressure there by Royse City. We got this.
They go up top to Daughtry. Her defender fell down. Had a path, would not take it. Watson's going to take it, and she's fouled. That's already 3 fouls, Trevor, in maybe 3, not even 3, right at 3 minutes of action. So Royse City fouls could be an issue if they keep this up.
Only 2 more, and Heath has entered the bonus. We get some free throws no matter what fouls committed.
The same rules as NCAA as women's college basketball. 5 fouls per quarter gets you in the bonus. There's a 3 try by Brooklyn Alice, no good, and now a foul against Heath. And over the back foul coming on the Lady Hawks. Just coming into the game a moment ago, Diamond Gourds. Diamond is a 5'8" junior forward. Wearing that black headband on the floor. Now directing traffic here for Royse City is Wanton. And the 3 try, this time won't go for Gilbert. Good box out there by Ayla Watson.
It's a very competitive game so far. The referee's been calling as much as they could. This action stopped about 4 times so far.
Brooklyn Alice tripped up going to the basket, and no whistle, just out of bounds off Brooklyn. Substitutions. Daughtry limping a little bit coming off the floor. She's their starting point guard. So coming in for Heath is Gabby Wisenet. And Wisenet will come in. So a bigger lineup for Coach Anderson and the Lady Hawks. Yeah, really got 3 forwards on the floor now and just 2 guards.
The Bulldogs have had a few offensive rebounds so far after shooting some long threes. We'll see if this big lineup helps out with that.
And off a little cut on the baseline, easy layup by Gracie Ellington. Junior forward who just came into the game for Royse City. Gracie Ellington scores. It's 5-2. Royse City leads. And Watson got trapped, threw it away. On the other end, an easy layup by Wanton, and a timeout called by Coach Chris Anderson. A 7-0 run here by Royse City.
We are CallMet. We make steel landscaping products that are perfectly flexible, perfectly durable, so you can make your yard perfectly you. CallMet, defined by steel.
Thank you for doing that. Back here with our score 7-2. This game being brought to you in part by Toll Brothers. Discover the Toll Brothers advantage, the places they choose to build, their impressive architecture, personalization options that suit your style, and seasoned experts on your team at Toll Brothers. They set you on the path to a new home that you will love. This is a Heath team, Trevor, that has scored 28 points or less in 3 of the last 5 games, and obviously he's having a hard time scoring early. And again, Coach Anderson said we got to cut down on turnovers. And almost a turnover right there, but he'll stay here with the Lady Hawks.
I will say, since the Bulldogs have already committed 3 fouls, I would just try to be aggressive. Try to attack the basket, get them to commit more fouls, see if you can get to the free throw line.
Again, man-to-man matchup here. Watson. with a crossover, trying to find some, spacing. It's hard to get good spacing for this Lady Hawks team right now. And a little stagnant. Several players kind of standing. You want to see some movement, some cuts. Brooklyn Alice will create down the lane. A teardrop won't go. Now pushing the pace. Here's Chloe Bradley. Drives, kicks, and a three's off the back rim. Heath with a chance. A 3-on-2 break. And now they have to slow it down. Alice cranks up a three and over the rim.
I will say, I like the aggressiveness that they played on the previous possession. Just, you got to attack that basket. Good rebound by the Royse City Bulldogs and a foul.
Well, that one out, and it's so hard when you're on defense to box out when it's a bad shot like that where it does not hit the rim. And that's what happened that time for Heath. And a foul on the Lady Hawks on the putback by Royse City's Jaya Rector. Rector's first free throw attempts by either team in this game. First one is no good.
I've been hit in the head a few times by some errant shots, especially at the rec center at Texas Tech. Reckham, unfortunately, did lose.
Now, the question is, were you the one taking the errant shots, or you're just on the receiving end?
Only sometimes did I ever take those kind of shots. Only sometimes. Usually I'd be hit in the head.
And a pass there that's deflected, stolen by Ellington for Royse City ahead. They missed a layup. Ball's on the floor. He's got to run out. They hurry. Ahead, there's Alice pushing. And the shot won't go, but Watson the offensive rebound.
Good effort there by Watson. Let's see if she can do something with this screen.
Ayla Watson drives, spins, goes to her left side. Ball knocked out of her hands, stays with Heath. Yeah, for the Lady Hawks, this is they ran a great set to start the game, and that layup by Brooklyn Alice. Here's Jenna Alice wide open off the inbounds. Got to follow your shot. That one a little bit too long. Now Royse City down the lane. Here's that freshman. That is Jacobs, but lost it. It was knocked out of her hands. It'll stay with Royse City.
If you're the Hawks, you'll take that shot on that previous possession. She was open. Just got to knock him down. Hit the back rim. It was a good miss.
Lady Hawks on a roughly about 6-minute scoring drought, and now stepping her back heel out of bounds was Olivia Wanton. Go back to Heath.
That was a break that the Hawks needed. See if they can get that three-pointer back.
And now a steal in the backcourt on that press. A steal by Wanton, who lays it up and in, and Olivia Wanton now has scored 7 of the 9 points for Royse City. For Heath, when you're having a hard time shooting, you just need to have one shot go, give you some confidence. Such a mental game sometime. And now that ball stripped out of Gord's hands, diving on the floor there for Royse City is Bradley, and the Lady Bulldogs have it possession.
Great aggressive defense here by the Bulldogs. It's been working every time so far.
Watson nearly a steal. As we're almost at 1 minute left to go. Down the baseline, getting her own miss, going back up. A block shot on that putback by Bradley. Rebounded by Heath. Whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Royse City. That'll be on Jaya Rector, her first foul, team foul number 4.
Something I've noticed about the Bulldogs so far is if they have a little bit of space, they'll take the shot. They're remaining confident with their shooting. You'd like to say the same thing for Heath. Maybe that'll be the difference between scoring 2 points and scoring more for the rest of the quarter.
Right now, Heath just trying to find some answers on the offensive side. Wizenette looking inside, gives the down low to Jenna Alice, and she got bumped, and that should be free throws. That's the 5th team foul on Royse City. Should be a double bonus for Jenna Alice. It is. And you made the point, Trevor, sometimes when you're having a hard time finding anything offensively, just get to the free throw line.
Yes, sir. They had 3 fouls, I believe, with about 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Wish we could have seen a little bit more aggressiveness early on. Maybe that paint pass was a great paint pass.
Yeah.
Let's see if they go after that shot a little bit more.
Yeah, go down low in the post that time. Shot was good. Gabriella Thompson's come on the floor for Royse City. Second one no good for Alice. That free throw, though, snaps about a 7-minute drought for Heath after they score the first trip of the game. Olivia Wanton, you can tell the offense runs through number 15 for Royse City. Here's a steal by Brooklyn Alice. She's got a breakaway all the way and lays it in. Now just a 4-point game with 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wanton all the way down the lane, got out of control, but got bailed out with a foul.
That's a good play by Wanton, trying to stop the momentum. Heath has scored 3 points in a row. That's more than double than what they had so far in the quarter. Got to the free throw line, stopped that momentum.
Gabby Wizenette called for that foul. Wanton missed the first of 2. Royse City as a team now 0 for 3 at the free throw line. 12 seconds left, so maybe a chance here for Heath to get one final shot before the first quarter expires. Missed them both. Long outlet pass to half court. Here's Alice. Down the 6. Alice on the crossover, fires. Can't get the roll, and that's the way the first quarter will end. But a little momentum going into the second quarter, and Heath down 4.
You know that Rest Haven has been a part of this community for over 50 years. Dwayne and Ann Kane founded this business in order to take care of the families in the community. I've taken on that, and I want to keep doing it for each and every one of you. I grew up here in Rockwall, and it's important to me that this community continues to operate the way it always has. That is neighbor taking care of neighbor. When I lost my dad, Rest Haven took care of my family, and it is my intention to take care of as many families as I can in the future.
We have hold on.
Shop an exceptional selection of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles at Rockwall Ford, the home of rock bottom pricing. With hundreds of new vehicles, we're sure to have the right one for you. And when your vehicle needs to be serviced, schedule your appointment online with our master certified technicians. Your next Ford is waiting for you at Rockwall Ford. Log online for your rock bottom deals. Just click, print, and buy. Shop the rock today.
4, 3, 2.
Jeremy Bryant alongside former Red Raider Trevor Webb, were the red and black of Heath, down by 4. We start the second quarter. Lady Hawks looking for that first district win in their first district game in 2026. Salacia Williams has come on the floor now, by the way, for Heath for the first time. There's a long 2, and it goes for Royse City. That is Leighton Blackman. Lady Bulldogs up by 6 now. Heath breaks the pressure. They have numbers. Wizenette all the way down the floor, just bullies her way to the basket by Gabby Wizenette.
Good play by Wizenette. You have to be aggressive now. If you only score 5 points in that first quarter, you have to keep shooting, like now.
Now Wanton a 3. No, gets her own rebound. Down the lane, lays it in. Coach Anderson not happy because a couple Lady Hawks let Wanton grab that rebound.
It was a great play by Wanton, not giving up on the play, trying to go after her own rebound.
Salacia Williams, cross-court pass. Alice steps into a 3. There's Salacia with the rebound, and the putback is good. That's Leah Wilson, Leah Wilson, the sophomore, who just moved up from the junior varsity, just checked into the game and gets a big putback. So she's tied for the tallest player in the team at 5'10", and that height helps that time for Wilson.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is exactly what they needed. If she makes this free throw, they tie the amount of points that they had in the first quarter. They need to be aggressive. They need to attack the basket.
Misses everything. Do we have a lane violation? Oh, yeah, she got helped out with the lane violation. So another chance for Wilson. Now Royse City quickly, they just on a go right back at him down the lane. Nobody stopped the ball as Bradley scores. Chloe Bradley, very quick point guard for the Lady Bulldogs.
High-octane second quarter we got so far.
Yeah, the pace has certainly picked up. And that ball was taken out of the hands, out of bounds. Salacia Williams Had it knocked out. Wilson will throw it in here for Heath. Ayla Watson across the lane and call for a travel.
Great on-ball pressure to cause the turnover.
Royse City basketball now. This time Heath does not put the full court pressure on. Coach Anderson going more in the half court defensive set. Now they'll turn it up their defensive pressure a little bit. Williams pressuring the ball. Drive and a kick. Bradley down the paint. Again, right by two Lady Hawks. This time the layup rolls in again. A reverse by Chloe Bradley. She's got 4 points, back-to-back buckets.
That's something you love to see if you're a coach. Bradley just attacking the baskets, even though she's one of the smaller players on the court. She's being aggressive.
Lady Hawks will reset. Watson says, all right, calls out the play. Over to Williams. Up top now Jenna Alice, back to Williams. Nobody's inside the arc for Heath. Out to Watson. Down to almost 5 minutes left. Down low to Watson, goes up and could not get the bounce. Rebounded by Royse City.
If you're Heath, you can't be stagnant at the top of the key. If you got a screen, you got to move. You got to go after it. If you're the screener, you got to roll. You got to go hard. You haven't seen much of that so far.
Royse City nearly threw that ball away. Two players standing right next to each other. And there is Diamond Gourds anticipated. A steal down the floor and gets the layup. And Chris Anderson's going to call the timeout. We're going to stay right here. 30-second timeout. How about Diamond Gourds with that steal? That's twice now where Heath has anticipated. You know, they say jump the passing lane, Trevor, and that's exactly what she did.
She did, and we've been seeing a little bit more aggression on the side of the Heath Hawks during the second quarter. It has led to some penetration, especially by number one Chloe Bradley of the Bulldogs, being able to get into the lane. But at the same time, the Bulldogs have been doing something similar. They've been showing a lot of on-ball pressure, which has caused the Hawks to be stagnant at the top of the key. Again, as I pointed out earlier, if you're the screener, you got to roll hard. If you are the ball handler, you got to go. You got to go either one way or the other. No matter whichever way they're screening, you have to attack, because no matter what, they're going to try to stay in front of you. You have to attack whatever leg is up front, whatever the strong side is. You just have to be aggressive.
Go back door.
Yes, sir.
Tonight's game being also brought to you by HBTX, a locally owned community banking at its best. HBTX, recognized one of the stronger financial institutions in the country at 105 East Ralph Hall Parkway. And there's an air ball out of the timeout by Layman Blackman. And Heath to get the ball right back. You get the sense if Heath can get a couple shots here and there, momentum can swing quickly. Here's Zalacia Williams at her pocket pick by Bradley. Bradley now goes between three Lady Hawks, lost it out of bounds. They're going to say off of Heath.
Another great play by Bradley, just maintaining that style of just constant attack.
Inside, good catch and the layup good. Gracie Ellington came crashing down the lane, got the bucket and the foul.
A great play there, a great play design. Just was able to get it right on the left block, and was able to just get that ball up and got fouled.
Second field goal for Ellington, hits the free throw. She's got 5 points for Gracie Ellington. 9-point lead now for Royse City. Their largest of the game. Zalacia Williams down the lane, almost got it to go and call it travel. Instead, wave it off. Chris Anderson does not like that call.
I really like that play, though. Keep going. Zalacia Williams had the right idea.
Wanton, a little big jump stop, goes into the lane, and she will score. Olivia Wanton now has got 12 points. 12-22 for Royse City. They've doubled up. Heath now is 22-11. And that one is on the floor. Body's after it, and it's going to be thrown right to Alice, who fires a three and hits. I'm not sure that's how they drew it up on the sideline, but hey, we'll take it. A big three by Brooklyn Alice.
A little bit of room, a little bit of space it'll punish you.
Royse City fighting for that offensive rebound down the lane. Blackman banks it in. Brooklyn Alice, by the way, has 7 of the 14 now for Heath. Give and go with Watson. Watson down the lane. Got the roll and the foul for Ayla Watson.
That's what we like to see. That's what we've been talking about right up here at the booth. Sometimes you just got to start shooting. If you don't shoot the ball, you're not going to get any points.
Watson, her strong side to her left side, and good drive that time at the line. That's her first bucket tonight for Ayla. And some substitutions here for Coach Anderson. He's going to bring in Isabella Kurjanovic now on the floor. And Wilson, Leah Wilson also back out there for Heath. Free throw's good by Watson. Now let's see if that pressure can make a difference here for Heath. They've allowed too many guards to penetrate into the lane. Ellington will fire a three. Air ball, but rebound, and we have a foul, the putback by Jacobs.
It looked to me at that point, Heath decided to play a little bit of zone. Leah Wilson was standing around the free throw line, trying to play like a 2-1-2 sort of zone.
Yes, certainly so, and that's the one thing they always say, too. It's so hard to box out in a zone compared to a man-to-man defense. Try to find a player to box out. So Jacobs got the air ball, offensive rebound, misses the first free throw, and misses the second one.
Perhaps they were worried about the penetration that Bailey had caused early on in the quarter, trying to prevent those lanes.
Watson got right by her defender. Too strong, and stepping out of bounds for Royse City. Lauren Gilbert gives it right back to Heath. 2.5 minutes to go until halftime. Lady Hawks chance to make a run. Alice wants it, gives it right back to Watson. She'll fire a three. Got it! Ayla Watson, she's got 6 quick points, and the lead's down the floor.
Keep shooting, keep shooting. You're making them now. Now you got that confidence.
2 threes for Heath. And we got a whistle and a stoppage. What's going on here? The officials, we have a foul on the Lady Hawks on Wilson. Third team foul on Heath. So 2 fouls to give. So they put Royse City into the bonus. Gilbert blows by down the baseline. A lot of contact. Good job by Wilson to stand her ground on the floor. Gets the rebound. It's still on the floor. And now they will call a jump ball. Arrow points to Heath.
Great effort there from Wilson. Turned that ball over. She threw that ball to try to keep the ball in play. It ended up working out.
And that's what Coach Anderson wants to see. More tenacity on defense on that rebound. The rebound underneath the basket. And we're going to reach, a moving screen on Wilson. That's going to be her second foul. Kind of moved from her right to her left and got caught right there on the three-point line.
Her feet were staggered. Usually whenever you set that screen, they're going to try to look at your feet. You have to be set. You got to be set.
Royse City, here's Gilbert again down the baseline. Oh gosh, a lot of contact. Wilson's okay, gets up. She took a big collision. Oh, behind the back, Wizenat showing some fancy dribbling. Coast to coast and called for a carry. Now that's a call you don't see maybe once a season.
I've seen Kyrie Irving try to do that all the time. Just pick it up, put it back down.
Yeah, there is no carrying in the NBA. You can do it pretty much anything you want.
Yeah, and hey, maybe we should just let them do NBA rules. Why not?
Oh, the fundamentalists are going to be throwing a fit. As here's a basket inside by Gracie Ellington. She's had a great first half for Royse City. Off the bench, she's got 7 points. And the lead pushed back to 6 with 90 seconds to go. Heath, methodical, trying to take their time. Royse City stepped up the pressure, almost threw it away. Wilson down the baseline, good take. Had a block from behind, though, by Wanton. Wanton now will drive and kick to Gilbert. Gilbert spots up for a 3. Ellington, the offensive board. Down to 60, under 60 seconds. Heath will sag back in that zone. Ellington, a fadeaway, air ball. Heath can run here, ahead to Alice.
Wilson went down on that play. She's coming back.
There's a 3, no good. There's an offensive rebound by Kujanovic. Up top, a 3 by Watson. Got another one. Ayla Watson, back-to-back 3s for her. She's hit her last 2 triples. 9 in the second quarter here for Watson. Get ourselves a 1-possession game now. 3 on the way by Royse City. That won't go, but on another offensive rebound. Gilbert will try a 3. And in and out. Alice had it knocked down, so now 10 seconds left. Theoretically, you get another 3, can send the game tied into the locker room.
This has been great defense played by the Heath Hawks here in the last minute or so. With that zone defense seems to be working out, except those offensive rebounds may hurt them later if they decide to keep running with this.
Alice, she wants it. Nope. Wesenel will take a 3. Almost got it at the buzzer. What a good comeback late in the second quarter by Heath, spearheaded by Ayla Watson. We go to halftime, and our score, the Heath Lady Hawks down by 3, 26-23 to the Royse City Lady Bulldogs. Back in a moment on the Rockwall IS.
At Rockwall Sports Center, your logo is our business. We specialize in custom branded apparel, shirts, hats, jackets, polos, and even team uniforms. Whether you need custom gear for your corporate outings, staff retreats, company parties, or just new staff wear, we've got you covered. We can use your design or help you design a new one. We offer high-quality customer service and always put our customers and their satisfaction first. Contact us today and let us show you how Rockwall Sports Center can have you looking your best.
Sorry, 1 second.
For those with an independent spirit, there's a bank as independent as you. For buying a home, for building a business, for getting snacks at the game. We've been serving North Texas since 1875. Because we're more than a bank. We're your bank for life. American National Bank of Texas.
I'm Zach Riddle with Riddle Brothers Roofing and Construction. We're proud to be your local roofing experts right here in Rockwall. Whether it's storm damage or roof replacement or just making sure your home is protected, we bring quality craftsmanship and a commitment to doing things the right way. We're also proud supporters of the Rockwall Heath Hawks this season because building strong roofs and building a strong community go hand in hand. From our family to yours, go Hawks!
Two, one.
Welcome back. It is halftime. Jeremy Bryant alongside Trevor Webb here from Heath. Two teams really trying to get a big W here in district play. We've got a good game here with Royse City up by 3. Quick look at the first half stats. Let's look at Heath. Ayla Watson came alive in that second quarter, hitting 2 threes. And Watson leads the Lady Hawks. She has 9 first half points. Brooklyn Alice has hit a 3-pointer. She's got 7 for Heath. 2 points for Salacia Williams, 2 for Diamond Gourds, 2 for Leah Wilson, and 1 point for Jenna Alice for Heath. For Royse City, it's really been the Olivia Wanton show. Wanton with 12 points. Wanton has hit 2 3-pointers and has scored pretty much half their points almost. 4 points for Chloe Bradley, 4 for Leighton Blackman, 7 for Gracie Ellington. So that is a look at the first half stats. I'm going to get your thoughts in just a moment, Trevor. But we'll take a quick time out here and kind of find out what do you think both coaches are saying at halftime. We'll talk about that in just a moment. It's halftime here in the Lady Bulldogs.
I'm Erin Neal, the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. I am passionate about serving the local community and the surrounding areas. My goal is to take the hassle out of buying insurance. I want to educate you on what you're buying and help you make an informed decision. Whether it's personal or commercial insurance, my team and I will be here every step of the way to make sure you are getting the satisfaction you need and the coverage you deserve. My promise to you is that we will never hard sell you insurance, use slick sales techniques, or pressure you into making a decision that you're not comfortable with. Call us today at 972-285-0381 to find the best coverage to fit your need. My commitment is to give you unparalleled service, and remember, Hamby helps.
2-1.
Royse City has a 3-point lead, 26-23. So, Trevor, let's go first. Coach Anderson, first quarter offense was stagnant, came to life there in the second quarter. So, what do you think he's telling his girls right now at halftime?
I think what he's telling them is to be aggressive. And I've said that a lot throughout this game so far, but it's the truth. During the first quarter, they only scored 5 points. And now they scored about, what is that? I'm bad at math. 18 more points. 18 more points because they just decided to shoot the ball. And that's stating the obvious, but they just weren't really doing that during the first quarter. During the second quarter, even though some of the shots were just kind of putting it up there just to put it up there, that's still a strategy just to get it going, because you don't know your motion very well during the game if you're not shooting the ball. You understand it as the game goes on, especially if you're at the top of the key and all you're really doing is just passing the ball between the three people that are sort of changing throughout the course of the second quarter. Whenever you set a screen, you got to attack. And if you're the screener, you got to roll hard, or you got to go out to the top of the key and be ready for that pass back. You got to be ready, and you've got to be aggressive. You got to stay on attack mode in order to be successful. And they did, and then he's probably just saying, hey, you guys got to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, and I think also you made a good point. In that first quarter, you're right, they didn't get many shots off because there were too many turnovers. They never had a chance to shoot the ball when you turn the ball over. So they actually had good possessions in that second quarter. You know, for Royse City, I think if you're Jordan Chavez, you obviously Olivia Wanton, it seems like both her and Chloe Bradley, their point guard, when they funneled their offense through them, good things have happened for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yes, they both were attacking the basket very well. Chloe Bradley, again, she only has 4 points, but those 4 points came whenever she just took off after the screen or just took off on a turnover and just went straight toward the basket and did that nice little finger roll that she did where she just went reverse and did it with the right hand off the backboard. But that's what great players do. They just know at what the time they should attack, and then they just do it. And that zone defense that the Hawks deployed cut off those driving lanes for them. So it seems that I think what maybe the Royse City coach during this halftime is telling them, hey, we're getting open threes now. All you got to do to break his zone defense is just keep swinging that ball. Swing it all around the key, inside the paint, outside the paint, to try to make that open three. And once they start hitting threes, then the Hawks will have to go back to man.
Right.
And then that defense will break wide open again for Wanson and Bailey and other players to attack.
Yeah, they always say the best way to beat a zone defense is hit your threes, and that can be a zone killer. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Smith Allen Insurance and Jacob Rhodes. If your home insurance rate has doubled the last few years, talk to Jacob. He was born right here in Rockwall. And Jacob Rhodes is committed to finding the best rates, the top-notch service. Send Jacob an email at jacob@smithallen.com. Smith Allen Insurance, your local, reliable partner to help you protect what matters most to you. We'll take one last break, and we will come back with the second half as the Lady Hawks down by 3 against Royse City.
We are CallMet. We make steel landscaping products that are perfectly flexible, perfectly durable, so you can make your yard perfectly you. CallMet, defined by steel.
Yeah, sorry, we're about to exit. 2 seconds, 1 second.
Our game also brought to you in part tonight by Texas Health Rockwall, proud to serve the counties of Rockwall, Kaufman, Hunt, Eastern Dallas, Southern Collin, and outlying areas. Texas Health, big supporters of Rockwall ISD Athletics. I also want to thank you, Colmet, our proud supporters of Rockwall ISD Athletics. Okay, so see both, you see Royse City right there warming up. And just to our left, Coach Anderson, Lady Hawks going over strategy here. This is a Heath team. Really two teams that have gone different directions. It's a Heath team, a lot of younger players, but they've lost 5 of the last 6. But you get a win here, really kind of puts you right back in the middle of the district standings. And Royse City, after they've won a lot of non-district games, they've struggled in district play, just 1 and 2. So if Heath could pull out the victory, they'd actually be tied or actually ahead of Royse City in the district standings.
And the Royse City, as you mentioned, they're pretty successful outside of district anyway. They're 19-6 right now. It'd still be a major win either way.
Yeah, Lady Bulldogs have won 4 of the last 5 games coming in. And it'll be Lady Bulldogs basketball in the black jerseys, Royse City. Heath in the white. And let's see what happens here in this third quarter. Watson's going to pick up the pressure and extends it and nearly picked that one off. So Heath comes out aggressive defensively. Jacobs motors down the baseline and throws the ball away right to Watson. Lady Hawks going to run a 3-on-2, dumps it off for Jada Williams. And there's the fast break that Coach Anderson's looking for.
Great play, defense to offense. And by the way, they're starting this in zone, as we mentioned before. It's worked out, and it's working again.
First basket, by the way, for Jada Williams. Going to play softball in college next year at Alabama State. Almost a walk there on the freshman Jacobs. But you can tell Coach Anderson made this point, proven to step up the pressure in that zone defense. Now a jump ball after an air ball by Royse City, and the possession arrow goes to the Lady Hawks.
That first defensive possession resulted in 2 points, and the second one is a turnover. Still working out pretty well.
Heath, by the way, without Krista Daughtry, their starting point guard, left the game. It looks like she had an ice pack in her right ankle. And now it's going to be off Brooklyn Alice. And Alice is saying, hey, wait a minute, I never touched the ball. But again, that's doesn't look serious by no means. Krista's right here on the bench coaching. But she's the freshman point guard that, so for Coach Anderson, he's had to kind of change his lineup a lot.
Very important player to the Heath Hawks team. Yeah.
2 teams trade turnovers as that one's mishandled by Jacobs.
My mind was on the referee that made that call. I've made a similar call before. I've been a referee for basketball games. I don't want to rag on him too much.
You know, and I want to make that point just a moment here. As Wizenette looks inside the post for Williams, knocked out of her hands. Yeah, I used to officiate as well in college, you know, probably like you, just trying to make some bucks. Once you officiate and you get screamed at by fans, you really have a different view of officials.
Yes, you become a lot more empathetic.
There's a corner 3 by Brooklyn Alice. And what a start to the third quarter for the Lady Hawks. They're up by 2.
It's a great play. I believe that is their first lead of the game. Is that right?
They scored the first basket, and they're up 2-0. So first lead since you're right. It was 2-0 at that point. First lead since then. Now trying to answer back is Wanton, missed it. Offensive rebound though. And their putback is good by Leighton Blackman.
Great play there by the Bulldogs getting the offensive rebound. As you said earlier, it's harder to get offensive rebounds in a zone. It's been working out defensively, but they just got to be able to crash the glass.
Now Heath will spread out Royse City. Jada Williams goes to work down the lane. That one got partially blocked. Wizenette had the rebound knocked out of her hands. Now here's Bradley, coast to coast. All the way this time, misses the running jumper. So the action going back and forth. The way Jada Williams trying to go downhill. Trying to shovel it off over to Wisenet. Lost it. Now Ellington drives, spins, and the basket, plus the foul. And that Royse City crowd across the way, they are erupting on that basket by Ellington, who has 9 points.
What a sequence by Ellington the past couple possessions. I believe that's a block, 2 steals, and now 2 and possibly 3 points for her.
A junior really coming into her own here for Royse City. Free throw's no good, but Gilbert the rebound. Ellington mishandled the pass. Royse City still has possession. Bradley in the high post over to Wanton against that zone. Ellington will fire a 3, this time off the mark, but again, they can't get the rebound, and Gilbert will snare it for Royse City. There's a blocking foul on Ayla Watson.
Now the rebounds are becoming a big factor. They had a lot of success so far with the zone toward the beginning of the third quarter. And now in the past minute or so, the Bulldogs with their offensive rebounding prowess has resulted in a couple of points and possibly more here.
Leah Wilson's come on, so is Diamond Gourds, trying to find some reinforcements. The rebound. 3 here by Wanton. That one's off front rim. Gourds will chase down the rebound. Gourds, nice pass inside of Wilson, and couldn't go up. Was sandwiched. Now Royse City on the fast break. Watson picks the pocket of Bradley. Jump ball called. I think the crowd was hoping for a travel, but it'd be a jump ball, and that means it'll stay with Royse City.
I agree with the referee on that play. She had her hands on the ball the whole time. It's just unfortunate that it's not a real jump ball. Then it could have actually gone Heath's way.
Royse City had a 3-point lead at halftime, almost a turnover. Inside, Ellington lays it up. She's got 11 points now to lead Royse City in scoring. Gracie Ellington. .6-0 run by Royse City, and now a reach-in foul on the Lady Bulldogs. That's going to be called on Jaya Rector.
They needed a break. Get that momentum away from the Bulldogs here. Let's see what play they could draw up.
Well, Heath came out on fire, scoring the first 5 points, 6 straight since then. Watson fell down, and that one's off the mark, rebounded by Royse City. Almost went down for Watson despite falling on the ground. Ellington, another 3. This time, nope. Watson snares it for Heath. Watson puts on the brakes. Alice won't use the Watson screen. Now here's Wilson. Gourds downhill with a finger roll. Diamond Gourds.
Perfect pick and roll. She got that screen and she attacked right at that screen and was able to get right to the basket. Great Euro step, great finish.
4 points for Gourds. That's a 2-point game. Ball got knocked out. Loose, picked up by Gourds. Gourds up ahead and throws it behind Wilson, out of bounds. We got a timeout on the floor called by Royse City. We'll take it with them. We got a good one shaping up here in the midway in the third. Stay with.
For those with an independent spirit, there's a bank as independent as you. For buying a home, for building a business, for getting snacks at the game. We've been serving North Texas since 1875. Because we're more than a bank. We're your bank for life. American National Bank of Texas.
3, 2.
At Rockwall Sports Center, your logo is our business. We specialize in custom branded apparel, shirts, hats, jackets, polos, and even team uniforms. Whether you need custom gear for your corporate outings, staff retreats, company parties, or just new staff wear, we've got you covered. We can use your design or help you design a new one. We offer high-quality customer service and always put our customers and their satisfaction first. Contact us today and let us show you how Rockwall Sports Center can have you looking your best.
3, 2, 1.
2-point ball game after that timeout by Royse City's Jordan Chavez. And so here we are, back to the action we go. Be Lady Bulldogs with the basketball. Here's Wanton, fake the three, goes baseline, and a offensive foul on Olivia Wanton. She can't believe it. Now, I will say, typically when a player takes a charge, they're usually outside the lane, or at least that, there is no restricted area in high school basketball. But
I think sometimes parents forget that this isn't the NBA.
Here's Alice, fires, lets it fly, and that won't go. Bradley all the way from one end to the other. But there is another offensive rebound. The offensive rebounds, we don't have the official stat, but the offensive rebounds have to be 2 or 3 to 1 in favor of Royse City.
During those sequences, none of the Heath Hawks are really putting their bodies on any of the Bulldogs players. They're kind of just looking up and jumping up in anticipation of the ball instead of anticipating the players around them. Got a rebound there, though.
That's right. Good job by Zalacia Williams to chase it down. She's going to go all the way to the basket. Missed it. Gets her own rebound. Goes up. Had it blocked. Still fighting and shovels it off up top to Brooklyn Alice. I love the energy by Zalacia Williams. Now Jada Williams surveys the defense. And Ellington took it away. Jada Williams diving after it. Wraparound pass over to Blackman. Inside Bradley. Bradley spins, turns, and draws a foul on Heath.
Another great sequence there from Ellington of the Bulldogs. Her defense is really keeping the Bulldogs alive here to maintain that lead.
So Chloe Bradley, 4 points tonight at the line for the first time this evening here for Royse City. And that one's off the mark. There's the third team foul, by the way, here in the third quarter. A minute 19 to play. There's been 2 fouls in this third quarter in Royse City.
There's a sequence here on for the Heath Hawks on offense. I forget who it was, but they shot a 3 here on the left corner. And they weren't quite all the way open, but I am okay with that shot. You just have to keep shooting.
Yeah, Brooklyn Alice took that 3. And that's rebounded by Gourds, rips it away. So 2 missed free throws by Royse City, so a chance to tie or take the lead here as we approach late stages of the third. And now for Heath, just take your time. Jada Williams, very athletic, but just could not hold on to the ball there. Wanton has not scored here in the second half yet for Royse City, and 11 first half points. Bradley down the lane, Euro step blocked by Gord. She has played big minutes off the bench, but throws the ball right to Wanton, who just snatches that one out of midair. Wanton down the paint, missed that bunny. Here we go, back and forth. It's a track meet. Over to Watson, flips it up and in. What a pass by Brooklyn Alice.
Yes, she made the perfect play. She knew that her teammate was coming down, wolf, 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 right behind her, and then she was able to make that left-handed pass right over the top of her head.
11 points for Watson. It's a tie game. Down to 8, and we're going to tie ball. It should be Heath ball. Yes, it is, with 7 seconds to play here in the third.
And Gord has played amazing during this last minute. Her effort has been 100% a reason that they may take the lead here.
She'll come off in these last 7 seconds. Jenna Alice comes in, full court pressure. Jada Williams throws the ball away at midcourt. It's loose, picked up by Royse City. Bradley over now to Blackman. 3 at the buzzer, won't go. So we are all knotted up at 32 points apiece as we got a good one here going to the fourth quarter. Back in a moment on the
Shop an exceptional selection of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles at Rockwall Ford, the home of rock bottom pricing. With hundreds of new vehicles, we're sure to have the right one for you. And when your vehicle needs to be serviced, schedule your appointment online with our master certified technicians. Your next Ford is waiting for you at Rockwall Ford. Log online for your rock bottom deals. Just click, print, and buy. Shop the Rock today. I-30 exit 205.
RockwallFord.com.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Baylor Scott & White. If a sports injury is limiting your life, Dr. Ali Ashraf, official team doctor for Heath, is ready to get you moving again, accepting new patients ages 12 and up. That's Dr. Ali Ashraf. Visit bswortho.com. And also our game brought to you in part tonight by Sign Mart, proud supporter of Rockwall ISD Athletics. If you need a sign or a banner, go to Jake Sparks at Sign Mart on the square in downtown Rockwall. So here we go to the fourth quarter. Good one shaping up here. Heath has played better on both ends of the floor, and there's Brooklyn Alice, jumps the pass, then lost it, and a late whistle. A timeout or a foul? A foul called at Royse City. Now, Trevor, I watched a lot of basketball like you, but the official's right there. It's the official on the other side, farthest away, who makes that call. That's a little unusual.
A little bit. Usually the strong side referee would make that call, but I did the same thing. I made the same gesture over here, and I'm further away.
Gabriella Thompson was the guilty party of that foul, but Heath cannot convert on their end. Now Wanton down the lane. Bounce pass. Ellington spins it around. Gracie Ellington, 13 points for her tonight.
Great play by Wanton. Was just able to just right hand, left hand dribble. Was just able to bounce past that in. Another steal by the Bulldogs.
And a heads-up play by the freshman Jacobs. Dribbled right in front of Wizenet, then stopped on a dime, and Wizenet gets whistled for the foul. And so on the floor, first team foul actually on Heath here in the fourth.
We've had a few turnovers so far with only 45 seconds elapsed.
Ellington leads all scorers. She's got 13 points. For Heath, it's Ayla Watson who's got 11. Brooklyn Alice has got 10 for Heath. That zone defense, they'll go on the high post. Spinning, turnaround won't go for Thompson, but she's fouled.
That seems to be the call now for the Bulldogs. Get over to the right side, and then once they break and they see a little bit of space there, they'll make that bounce pass inside, and they'll just try to go to work in the paint. And it's worked out so far. Missed free throw there.
Well, I was about to say I'm doing a little math here. That's the theme of the night. I'm making sure I don't jinx this here, but they are 0 for 9 from the free throw line. 0 for 9 now for Royse City. Now let's see if the broadcaster jinx works and makes this one. There you go. See, it's a real thing.
Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. They won't make a three here on this possession.
Okay. Now you're just trying too hard.
I guess it has to be magic. I can't make it happen.
Brooklyn Alice down, got tripped up and just got caught in no man's land and traveled.
That was my fault. That was because I tried.
Well, that's a turnover on Trevor.
You can mark that officially on your scorecard.
I am writing that down. Lady Bulldogs with possession, up by 3. Ellington pressured. Good catch by Jacobs in traffic. And you got a 3-second violation. Yep. He had both Thompson and Jacobs, both Lady Bulldogs, were in the lane for more than 3 seconds.
It seems to be a change of philosophy from the first half, where they were taking a lot of threes, and now it's just pure paint play.
Heath, Brooklyn Alice, and Ayla Watson, they're the two players the Lady Hawks have got some contribution, some offense from. Watson throws a wraparound pass, but luckily deflected. Off Royse City. He'll stay here with Heath. And Ayla pats her chest to say that was my fault. But he'll stay with the Lady Hawks. Yet to score, though, here in the fourth. Alice will try to change that. And Coach Anderson's right there. Says, where's the foul? No whistle. Downhill, Blackman running jumper, spins around. Thompson, the rebound, goes up over Gourds and fouled. Gabriella Thompson had not scored the entire night to that free throw last trip down. And she's back in the line to shoot two.
The 5'6" senior, she looks to be the tallest player on the court, just making her presence feel known in the paint. This zone, again, is weak to those offensive rebounds. And they figured that out. And so has Thompson, specifically.
First free throw up and good. Offensive rebound now by Royse City. And we're going to have a foul on Royse City. Thompson, a shove in the back, and gets called for the off-ball foul. Leah Wilson will come on the floor now here for Heath. In for Wizenet.
And it looks like they're going for a full court press here. We haven't seen that since the first half. From the Bulldogs side, at least.
No, Watson trapped. Still yet to cross the timeline. Now does. Gourds, dangerous cross-court pass up top to Brooklyn Alice. Still a lot of time left to go in this one. Up top, Alice. If you're Heath, you just want to make Royse City work on defense and hope they eventually make a mistake. Good ball movement. Now they try to go inside. Alice out to Wilson. Wilson goes baseline. Up top, Watson, a three. Almost banked it in. There's Gourds flying through, but can't grab the rebound. And numbers now for Royse City. And Blackman dropped it. It was a low pass at her feet. Could not handle it. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 4 minutes, 47 seconds to play. And Royse City's up by 4. We'll stay here a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout, and let you know this game brought to you by Signature Pool and Patio. They build stunning new pools. They have reliable pool service, and they create outdoor living spaces that you'll love at Signature Pool and Patio. Call 214-501-4835. And also brought to you in part by Clutch Roofing, a company that strives to build lifelong relationships that you can provide value with none other. Clutch Roofing, they put you first and provide the best in craftsmanship. So in the offensive end, it's gotten the Lady Hawks have yet to score in the fourth quarter, Trevor. So what they have to do now in these last 4:47?
They became a lot more stagnant, especially on that last offensive possession. It took about 20 seconds for them to get a shot off, and it was a good shot. But something that they did to get that shot open as it was, is that they passed into the paint. You can't just keep funneling it around the top of the key. You have to move it all around the half court.
Now Watson. They had a couple players open on their near side. You like to see some ball movement. Alice will try a three. Missed it. Watson, good hustle, will chase down the rebound, and she's fouled. On the floor, that's third team foul on Royse City. And this one's going to be on Lauren Gilbert.
There's a good shot over there on the opposite side. Let's see them attack a little bit more. Let's see if they can get anybody cutting to the inside, maybe from the baseline, maybe a hard roll. Let's get a pass inside. Let's see where that goes.
Couple ball screens up top, nothing doing. Alice in the high post, turns around, fires. There's Wilson, the offensive rebound. Waits, goes up, missed it. Run out for Royse City. Jacobs all the way, and a late whistle and a foul. And Addison Jacobs will be at the line, shooting 2.
Unfortunate possession there at the end, doing making the foul. I forget the exact terminology. You cause the foul, you do the foul. But on the offensive end, they got a couple of good shots, one right by the basket, and although it probably doesn't, maybe the statistics don't support mid-range jumpers anymore, but it was one that was close. I like that. Let's try to go for more of that. Passing the inside, excuse me.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. First free throw's good by Addison Jacobs. That's her first point tonight for the Royse City freshman. No, you're right. It is good shot selection, just not dropping in for Heath. And something that is dropping in, those free throws by Jacobs. First player for Royse City tonight to hit 2 free throws. It's a 6-point ball game. Alice a 3 deep. Got it! That's a big response by the senior Brooklyn Alice.
Being a senior, she knew exactly what her team needed, just more momentum.
3 threes for Brooklyn, 13 points. Here's the response, and it's good. What a big answer by Olivia Wanton. Her first bucket of the second half, she's got 14.
Exactly when her team needed to do that as well. And a turnover committed, and now it's Royse City coming back to the other side.
So Royse City with the basketball, up by 6, with 3 minutes left to play. Still a lot of time left. Blackman down the paint. Wilson grabs the ball ahead. The Brooklyn Alice too far in front, and she saved it right to Jada Williams, who missed the layup. Oh man, what a save by Alice. Numbers now for Royse City. Jacobs out of control. And they call a foul on Jenna Alice.
And now I believe the Bulldogs are in the bonus.
That's a shooting foul there, but Jenna Alice, just a freshman, you'd like to see her just kind of stand the only player back. That was one of those situations. I think Addison Jacobs out of control. I'm not sure if she's going to make that shot.
Yeah, whenever you're the only person on the other side, it's a lot of pressure, especially if you're down late in the game. You feel like you need to make a play for your team. Sometimes, well, you're taught just stand there with your arms straight up. That's more or less the fundamentals of it.
Right.
And a good rebound there.
Well, it's here in the fourth quarter. Royse City's outscored Heath 9-2. And Jada Williams almost banks in a 3. Rebounded by Royse City. Wanton just lost the handle. Jada Williams will push the pace here for Heath. Behind the back of the dribble, goes to the basket, can't get the basket to go. On the floor, a trap and a timeout by Coach Chavez of Royse City.
What a smart timeout there, too. It looked like her team was about to commit another turnover.
So 2:05 to play here in this ball game. And it's a full time.
You know that Rest Haven has been a part of this community for over 50 years. Dwayne and Ann Kane founded this business in order to take care of the families in the community. I've taken on that, and I want to keep doing it for each and every one of you. I grew up here in Rockwall, and it's important to me that this community continues to operate the way it always has. That is neighbor taking care of neighbor. When I lost my dad, Rest Haven took care of my family, and it is my intention to take care of as many families as I can in the future.
3, 2, 1 now.
Investing in you and our community is what sets Alliance Bank apart. We are community banking. That's why you can find us at nearly every event volunteering, sponsoring, and donating. Alliance Bank has been serving Rockwall County for over 16 years, and with your help, we have grown into the go-to bank for our community. Time to start a new business, time to expand your business, ready for a new home or a like new home, we will be there because that's who we are. Alliance Bank, your community bank.
Seconds.
Okay, we're good. Royse City just used a timeout. They have 1 left. They're up by 7. Full court pressure here by Heath. Hoping to create a turnover and make a late rally with 2 minutes left, down by 7. And now if you're Royse City, you're just trying to play keep away.
just trying to run out the clock. It's a smart move. And here's a wide, high arcing shot. Rebound Ellington, and she got the putback. 2 more points. And now a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Gracie Ellington, 15 points for her tonight. She's having a big spin move there by Wilson. Good move, but couldn't finish. And Royse City takes it away.
And that was Ellington with another block. She's had a monster night.
Shot is up, but an offensive rebound. Ellington again, good pass by Bradley. And that is now 17 points for Gracie Ellington. And it looks like Royse City is going to hold on to win this one with a minute left to go, up by 11.
An unfortunate series of events here in the last about 3 minutes or so. Good take. Unable to go her way.
And so it'll be out of bounds off of Royse City. Alice will throw it in here for Heath. Into Watson, goes right around her defender and scores. And a timeout by Heath. And let's see, it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them, might as well. It's a 9-point game, 47.
Shop an exceptional selection of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles at Rockwall Ford, the home of rock bottom pricing. With hundreds of new vehicles, we're sure to have the right one for you. And when your vehicle needs to be serviced, schedule your appointment online with our master certified technicians. Your next Ford is waiting for you at Rockwall Ford. Log online for your rock bottom deals. Just click, print, and buy. Shop the Rock today. I-30 exit 205.
RockwallFord.com.
2-1 and go to Riddle.
Our game being brought to you in part tonight, Rockwall ISD Athletics by Rockwall Sports Center. They've served the community for over 20 years. Sporting goods, screen printing, custom apparel company with an extensive selection of spirit wear, team uniforms, and athletic gear. Rockwall Sports Center. Well, a basket a moment ago for Heath, but Lady Hawks, this was a tie game at 32 going into the fourth quarter. But just 5 points here in the fourth for Heath, and Royse City's come to life, and it's been the Gracie Ellington show. And she's got 17 points for Lady Bulldogs.
The name of the game here in the fourth quarter, at least from I've seen, aside from the offensive rebounds, it really has just started to become turnovers.
Ellington foul this time, will be shooting 2. They went for the long home run ball down the floor, and Ellington received the pass. Now for Heath, offensively a much better night tonight. That's the 5th foul, by the way, on Diamond Gourds. But, offensively better than what we've seen recently. I think, like Coach Anderson said, just got to find ways to, if you look back at this game, I think the offensive rebounds hurt a lot of second chance points for Royse City.
I agree. Whenever you have a player like Gracie Ellington that you're facing off against and you decide to go into a zone defense, that's just somebody that you're just going to secede a lot of offensive rebounds to. However, if you don't put a body on your opponent, then they're just going to get the rebound anyway. You have to make sure to find your opponent first. Find the player first, put a body on them, and then go after the ball. There hasn't been a lot of that tonight.
Down to 30 seconds left. And Royse City's screaming for a 5-second violation. Coach Chavez from Royse City, I don't know if you were able to see that, was about 10 feet onto the court screaming for a 5-second call. And they never called that, and they never called anything.
I'm not exactly sure what was going on there. It should have been 5 seconds, but at the same time, the defender had almost her hands touching her arms.
Yeah. Watson down the lane, got it back. And nice shot by Ayla Watson. She's got 15 points now for Ayla. Down to 10 seconds left. And that'll do it as Royse City will get the victory. Final score tonight, it is Royse City 47 and the Heath Lady Hawks 39. So Royse City gets their 20th win of the year. They're now 20-6, 2-2 in district play. Heath falls to 11-13 on the year. And they are now 0-3 in district play. Final thoughts of this one, Trevor?
As we were talking about throughout the whole game, you got to put a body on somebody to prevent them from getting the offensive rebound. I mean, it's fundamentals of the game. You got to look for your opponent first and then look for the ball. Although I did like the adjustment that they did in the second quarter. The zone defense started to work out for them. They started jumping passing. They were jumping passing lanes in the first quarter, but it started working out a lot more in the second quarter. And also, they started to get a lot more aggressive in the second quarter as well. I think, in a way, that was probably their best quarter, even though they tied them toward the end of the third. And Royse City made a fantastic adjustment, basically just let Gracie Ellington cook inside the paint. But if you're the Hawks, I think you're encouraged by this. You've had plenty of moments throughout the game where, one, you were gaining momentum back. Two, you played a great, awesome defense where you're ball hawking. And three, you got some confidence back in your players' shots. I think this is encouraging, although you wish you could have maintained that throughout the entire game.
Big night, Ayla Watson, 15 points, 13 for Brooklyn Alice. Those two had 28 of the 39 for Heath. And Gracie Ellington, career night for her, 18 points for the Royse City forward. That'll do it for us. We'll see you next Tuesday here from Heath, and so long from Heath High School.
And we're good.